Welcome to the Mobile Home Friend YouTube channel. I am Charles O'Dell, and this is your primary resource for everything manufactured housing. Whether you are tackling a full remodel like the one you see here, or just looking for honest advice on repairs and financing, we provide the data and technical deep dives you need to succeed. Our mission is simple: to help you save money and improve your home through first principles logic and transparent cost breakdowns. For the full technical guides and even more resources, visit us at mobilehomefriend.com.
Welcome to another deep dive from Mobile Home Friend. Today, we are looking at the true cost of moving a mobile home based on our latest research at mobilehomefriend.com.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The name mobile home itself creates a bit of a myth, doesn't it? It just sounds like you should be able to hitch it up to your truck and, well, just drive away. And while that might have been closer to the truth way back when, as the article on mobilehomefriend.com points out, today's reality is a whole different ballgame.
So let's talk numbers. What does this massive undertaking actually cost? Well, take a look at this range. On the absolute lowest end, for a super simple short-distance move of a single wide, you might get away with $1,000. But for a larger triple wide, that cost can explode to over $24,000. And honestly, that's really just the starting point.
That is a huge price gap. So the most important thing to figure out is what turns a simple transport fee into a major financial burden. And this brings us to the very first question you have to ask yourself. Does it even make financial sense to move your home at all? Right. Before you even think about calling a mover, you need to do some serious math. As we stress on the site, the most critical factor is the actual value of your home. I mean, think about it. You could easily spend $15,000 to move a home that's only worth $10,000. In that case, you're literally losing money before you've even started.
Exactly. And beyond just the value, a whole bunch of other things come into play. You have to consider the home's age. Is it even sturdy enough for a move? Then there's its size and weight, which determines the kind of heavy equipment you'll need. The distance, of course, is a big one, and things can get really complicated when you start crossing state lines or dealing with different types of foundations.
And every single one of those factors just adds another layer to the bill. A newer, heavier home is going to cost more, and crossing state lines can turn into a bureaucratic nightmare with permits. But even before the movers show up, there's a huge amount of prep work you have to tackle. It is so much more than just hitching it up.
This is a significant project all by itself. You've got to disconnect every single utility. We're talking in water, sewer, electric, the whole shebang. Then you have to remove all the skirting, take apart any decks or steps, dismantle awnings, and even clear out landscaping that's in the way.
And this is where you really see how permanent these supposedly mobile homes can become. Think about it. Things like decks, sheds, and porches often have to be demolished because they just won't survive the move. But the real beast is a permanent foundation. If your home is tied down to a concrete stem wall or piers, you're not just moving a house anymore. You're pretty much excavating it. And that gets difficult and very expensive, very fast.
As we noted on the site, that kind of prep work alone can run you a few $1,000s, so getting multiple bids is absolutely essential. Now, assuming you've got the home all prepped and ready to go, who do you actually call? This brings us to hiring your moving team.
Choosing a mover is about so much more than just finding the lowest price. A reputable company is going to be properly insured, they'll know the permit process inside and out, and they'll give you a detailed quote. On the flip side, you've got the shady operator who might tempt you with a super lowball price, but they'll have sketchy insurance, be really vague on the details, and have zero references to back them up.
A price that seems too good to be true is a major red flag. Here's why. Most mobile home insurance policies do not cover the home while it's in transit. That means the mover's liability insurance is absolutely critical to protect your investment. So what exactly should you be looking for in that quote?
A good mover will give you a detailed breakdown, and you should absolutely insist on it. It needs to include all the permits and fees, transport costs, any tolls, and most importantly, that liability insurance. It should also specify what's included for lot cleanup at both sites and what's going to happen with your big-ticket items like decks and awnings. You want zero surprises.
Right, getting that detailed quote is all about avoiding those nasty, expensive surprises later. For a complete guide on how to vet a mover, we have a full breakdown for you over on mobilehomefriend.com. But here's the thing. Your financial journey is not over when the truck parks at the new spot. In fact, some of the biggest costs are just getting started.
This is where the costs can truly skyrocket. Just for a basic foundation, we're talking a compacted pad with piers and tie-downs, you're looking at $1,500, probably more. And if you're going for a permanent foundation, that can jump to $3,000 to $5,000 per section. So for a double wide, that could be 10 grand right there. Next up, utilities. And the costs here can swing wildly. A water hookup could run you $1,000, the electrical another $1,200 or so. But the real budget killer? Take a look at the septic cost. If you're on private land and need a whole new system put in, you could be looking at $5,000, maybe even more. For a lot of people, that cost alone is a deal breaker.
Those numbers are pretty staggering. And, believe it or not, we're still not done. You'll need new skirting, which can easily top $1,000. Your HVAC unit has to be professionally reinstalled. Plus, you should always budget for unexpected repairs from the move itself. Then you add in new awnings or decks, and that final bill just keeps on climbing.
Okay, let's pull all of this together with a real-world example from the Mobile Home Friend website. This isn't just theory. This is what it can actually cost to tear down an old home and set a brand new one in its place.
So this case involved moving a new home just 3 miles to a lot where a 1960s home used to sit. The problem was the old utility systems weren't up to code, so everything had to be redone from scratch. Let's just walk through these costs. $2,500 just to tear down the old place, $4,500 for a new septic system, $2,200 for the foundation, and it just keeps going. When you add it all up,
The total comes to nearly $18,000. Let that sink in for a second. For a move of only 3 miles, the setup costs were almost 18 grand. This really gets to the heart of the issue, and it's why it is often far less expensive to simply sell your home where it is and buy another one that's already in your desired location.
That really is the main takeaway here. Think about it. With the money you'd save by not moving, you could do a major renovation on a home that's already in place. So before you even start calling movers, you have to ask yourself this critical question. Knowing the true all-in cost, is moving your home really the best investment for your future?
Thanks for watching. For more guides and the full article on this topic, head over to mobilehomefriend.com. Don't forget to check the links in the description below.
Thanks for watching. For more technical guides on this topic, click the link to see the in-depth article over at mobilehomefriend.com. There are many more informational dives into manufactured home topics to investigate and keep your project moving forward.